After 50, your skin doesn't just get drier, it begins to forget how to hold water and rebuild collagen. But there's one natural oil that dermatologists quietly call the lipid healer. It's not a miracle yet, it can help your skin regain that soft, radiant glow without expensive creams or injections. And yes, it's probably already sitting in your kitchen, waiting to bring your skin back to life again. As women move through their 50s, the skin's natural repair cycle slows down, not because it's weak, but because hormonal changes reduce collagen elastin and the vital lipids that keep our complexion firm and luminous. I'm Dr. Eliza Hart, a board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist with over 15 years of experience helping women restore balance between hormones and skin health. When I first explain this connection, many women are surprised to learn that the solution isn't always another cream. It's about feeding the skin. What time has quietly taken away natural oils and bioactive nutrients that help rebuild its barrier from within. Coconut oil, when used correctly, becomes one of the simplest yet most effective ways to do that. Before we dive into today's dermatologist-approved blends, please subscribe, comment the name of your country so I know how far our community is reaching, and help me reach my first 20,000 subscribers. Your support truly fuels this channel. Now let's uncover how this humble oil can bring back elasticity, glow, and calm to mature skin. 1. Peptide plus coconut oil, rejuvenating mask. After 50, skin begins to behave like an organ that has forgotten how to renew itself. The loss of estrogen slows circulation and nutrient delivery, while fibroblasts, the tiny factories that once produced collagen and elastin, become less active. What you see as dryness or fine lines is really the skin's structure growing quieter. Yet this silence is reversible. The cells only need the right biological reminder to begin rebuilding, and peptides provide exactly that cue. Peptides are fragments of protein that mimic the body's own repair signals. When they touch the skin, they trigger fibroblasts to produce fresh collagen, helping the surface recover firmness and elasticity over time. On their own, these molecules can be powerful, but when blended with coconut oil, their effect becomes more efficient. Coconut oil's medium-chain fatty acids act as a natural carrier, softening the outer layer of skin and allowing peptides to reach the deeper tissues where collagen formation actually occurs. This process not only strengthens the support network beneath the skin, but also replenishes the protective lipid layer that guards against moisture loss, something every postmenopausal woman struggles with. Used regularly, this pairing helps restore elasticity and tone from within. The skin begins to hold water more effectively, fine lines soften, and the overall texture feels stronger and more even. Unlike masks that create a temporary tightening sensation, this approach works slowly but consistently, encouraging biological change rather than a cosmetic illusion. Over time, the complexion looks calmer, smoother, and more resilient because the repair process has been reactivated rather than forced. To prepare it, take 1 teaspoon of extra virgin cold-pressed coconut oil and half a teaspoon of your peptide serum or cream. Warm the mixture between your palms so the molecules blend evenly, then apply it to the face and neck with slow upward movements that follow the natural direction of your muscles. Leave it on for 15 minutes, rinse with lukewarm water, and finish with a light moisturizer. Repeating this ritual 2 or 3 times each week is enough to see visible improvement without irritation. If you have sensitive or acne-prone skin, start with once a week and observe how your skin responds. Avoid the eye area and keep both ingredients stored in a cool, shaded place to protect their stability. Over time, you'll notice not only smoother texture but also better product absorption as your barrier becomes stronger. When applied with patience, this simple method becomes more than skincare. It's a way of reminding your skin how to heal itself. And as firmness returns, the next step is illumination, restoring the natural brightness that mature skin often longs for. 2. Vitamin C plus coconut oil Radiance Serum. When the skin regains firmness, another concern quietly appears: the loss of light. After 50, the complexion often turns shadowed, not from neglect but from oxidative stress, hormonal shifts, and a slower cell renewal cycle. The outer layer thickens while the inner layers receive less oxygen and nutrients, leaving the skin looking tired even when you feel well. Bringing back radiance at this stage means more than exfoliating or masking. It requires feeding the skin with molecules that defend and renew at once. That is the unique strength of vitamin C when combined with the restorative lipids of coconut oil. Vitamin C is the cornerstone of antioxidant dermatology. It shields the skin from free radical damage, stimulates collagen formation, and helps fade uneven pigmentation caused by years of sun exposure. Yet this powerful molecule is notoriously unstable when exposed to air or light. Coconut oil offers the perfect ally. Its fatty acids protect vitamin C from oxidation and create a soft lipid film that enhances absorption without irritation. As the oil sinks in, it delivers both moisture and protection, allowing vitamin C to work longer within the epidermis, brightening from the inside, while sealing hydration on the surface. Women who incorporate this combination gradually notice their skin regaining clarity and warmth. The tone becomes more even, dark spots appear lighter, and that dull beige hue common after menopause begins to shift toward a soft, translucent glow. It's a biological awakening rather than a cosmetic illusion, the kind of radiance that comes from restored oxygen flow and improved antioxidant balance. Begin your routine by dispensing a small amount of stabilized vitamin C serum onto your fingertips, then add 2 drops of extra virgin coconut oil. Instead of blending, layer them first, the serum, then lightly press the oil on top to seal it in. The warmth of your hands will help both layers merge naturally. Apply at night so the actives can perform during the skin's peak repair phase. In the morning, cleanse gently and protect your renewed surface with sunscreen, as newly brightened cells are more light sensitive. For those with delicate or redness-prone skin, start twice a week and observe the skin's comfort before increasing frequency. Store your products in a cool, shaded place to preserve potency. With consistent use, this simple practice not only restores brightness, but strengthens the skin's antioxidant defense system, helping it resist new discoloration and premature dullness. Over time, this ritual restores not only luminosity, but also confidence, proof that mature skin can still glow with grace and strength. And as brightness returns, the next focus will be resilience, the quiet rebuilding of elasticity that begins deep beneath the surface. 3. Snail Mucin plus coconut oil elasticity night cream. As the skin begins to glow again, another challenge quietly reveals itself: maintaining that softness through the night. Many women over 50 wake to a feeling of tightness or roughness even after applying moisturizer before bed. This is because the skin's nighttime repair cycle becomes shorter and less efficient with age. What it truly needs is a formula that doesn't just sit on the surface, but supports the regeneration process while you sleep. That is where the combination of snail, mucin, and coconut oil becomes an extraordinary ally for mature skin. Snail mucin, once a surprising ingredient, is now celebrated in dermatology for its remarkable ability to repair and hydrate. It contains glycoproteins, hyaluronic acid, and natural peptides, all crucial elements that stimulate collagen and elastin renewal. These compounds help rebuild the extracellular matrix, the invisible web that keeps the skin plump and flexible. Coconut oil complements this by forming a lipid shield that locks moisture in for hours, preventing transepidermal water loss. Together, they create an environment of deep restoration, allowing the skin to recover its elasticity overnight while strengthening its barrier function from within. Used regularly, this night cream smooths fine lines, minimizes morning puffiness, and leaves the complexion looking refreshed rather than fatigued. The results are not about instant firmness, but progressive rebuilding. Each night of consistent use helps the skin learn to hold hydration longer, retain suppleness, and regain its youthful bounce. Over several weeks, the changes become more visible. The contours feel firmer, the texture softer, and the overall tone noticeably calmer. Before bed, cleanse your face thoroughly, then apply 1 teaspoon of coconut oil blended with an equal amount of Snail Mucin gel. Glide it gently across your face, neck, and hands, pressing lightly until it forms a thin, breathable layer. Avoid rubbing too hard, let the texture melt into your skin naturally. By morning, you'll notice the surface feels dewy smooth and visibly more even. For best results, practice this 3 to 4 nights a week, alternating with your usual moisturizer to keep the skin balanced and calm. If you've ever tried Snail Mucin before, tell me in the comments how it worked for you, and if you haven't yet, would you be open to trying it after learning how it restores mature skin overnight? Your stories help other women find the courage to take that small first step toward healing their own skin. Real conversations build community, and that community is where real transformation begins. And as this deeper repair begins to show, the next phase focuses on refining tone, reducing uneven color, and restoring brightness with the wisdom of nature itself. 4. Turmeric plus coconut oil brightening blend. Once elasticity begins to return, the next visible concern for most women is uneven tone, the faint patches and dull spots that seem to multiply with each passing year. These changes are not merely aesthetic. They reflect deeper hormonal fluctuations that disrupt melanin regulation. As estrogen declines, skin becomes more reactive to sunlight, inflammation, and even mild stress, which all trigger excess pigment production. To restore harmony, we must calm this overactive response rather than strip or bleach the surface. The union of turmeric and coconut oil achieves exactly that balance, a natural, science-supported method to bring clarity and warmth back to mature skin. Turmeric, long valued in Ayurvedic medicine, contains curcumin, a compound proven to reduce inflammation and inhibit tyrosinase, the enzyme responsible for dark spot formation. This means it doesn't just fade existing discoloration, but helps prevent new ones from forming. Coconut oil enhances these effects by acting as a lipid vehicle that guides curcumin deeper into the epidermis, while soothing dryness that often accompanies age-related pigmentation. Together, they brighten gently, even out tone and create a smooth, reflective surface that catches light beautifully without the irritation caused by chemical peels or acids. Used over several weeks, the complexion gradually becomes more unified. Those stubborn marks that once seemed permanent start to soften, replaced by an overall sense of balance. The transformation is subtle but real: skin that no longer looks tired or shadowed, but instead carries a quiet, natural glow that radiates confidence. When you're ready to try this formula, take a small bowl and combine organic turmeric powder with a touch of coconut oil until you achieve a thin, honey-like consistency. Using your fingertips, sweep it lightly over the face and neck, staying away from the eyes. Allow the skin to rest beneath the golden layer for 10 to 15 minutes, then remove with a warm cloth and finish with a refreshing, cool rinse. 2 evenings a week are enough to see results, and daytime protection with SPF remains essential to preserve the new brightness. Some women may notice a delicate amber hue on the skin afterward. It's harmless and fades quickly, a sign that curcumin is gently interacting with your natural oils. For first-time users, test on a small area of your jaw before applying widely. This isn't about whitening, it's about rebalancing your complexion so that light moves evenly across it again. With steady use, blood flow improves, pores appear smaller, and the skin begins to reflect light as it once did years earlier. Once your tone regains its natural clarity, the next step focuses on purification, drawing out deep impurities and letting every cell breathe freely once more. 5. Charcoal plus coconut oil detox mask. Even the most radiant skin can lose its clarity when impurities linger beneath the surface. After 50 slower cell turnover and reduced sebum production make it harder for the skin to eliminate waste naturally. Dead cells accumulate, pores appear larger, and pollutants bind to the surface, dulling the complexion's natural vitality. The goal at this stage is not aggressive cleansing, but balance removing what the skin no longer needs while preserving the moisture it still depends on. The combination of activated charcoal and coconut oil offers that harmony deep purification without disruption. Activated charcoal works like a magnet. Its porous structure binds to excess oil toxins and microscopic debris that regular cleansers often miss. Each granule carries an immense surface area, drawing out buildup from the pores and leaving the skin feeling lighter and cleaner. Coconut oil, rich in lauric acid and vitamin E, prevents over-drying by coating the newly cleansed surface with restorative lipids. This dual action purifies and replenishes simultaneously, one ingredient removing impurities, the other reinforcing protection. For mature skin, this means achieving freshness without compromising the skin's delicate barrier. When integrated into a regular routine, this detox mask helps refine texture, minimize visible pores, and restore a smooth, matte but soft finish. It's particularly effective for women who live in urban environments where air pollution and makeup residues can accumulate unnoticed. Over time, the skin looks clearer, circulation improves, and even fine lines seem softer, because the surface can finally breathe again. To create this treatment, place a teaspoon of finely milled activated charcoal into a small dish and add a teaspoon of extra virgin coconut oil. Stir until the mixture forms a silky, dark paste. Apply it evenly over your face, focusing on the T-zone or areas prone to congestion. Let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes while the charcoal binds impurities, then rinse thoroughly with warm water, followed by a cool splash. Pat dry gently and finish with your regular moisturizer to restore balance. Those with sensitive skin should begin once a week and increase gradually to avoid overstimulation. Always use clean utensils when preparing the mask to maintain its purity. If desired, a few drops of chamomile or lavender oil can be added to calm the skin and enhance relaxation during the process. The gentle scent helps reduce stress hormones that can accelerate aging, turning the ritual into both skin care and self-care at once. With consistent care, this ritual leaves the skin visibly refreshed, calm and luminous, proof that cleansing, when done wisely, is not about stripping, but about renewal. And after purification comes comfort, soothing, replenishing, and nurturing the skin so it feels truly restored from the inside out. 6. Aloe Vera plus coconut oil, soothing night cream. After deep cleansing and renewal, the final step is comfort, giving the skin a sense of calm and balance that allows true healing to happen. For women after 50, this stage is essential. The skin becomes thinner, drier, and more reactive, not just because of external factors, but because estrogen levels drop, reducing natural lipid and hyaluronic acid production. It's why even a mild cleanser or temperature change can cause redness or a feeling of tightness. The answer lies not in heavier creams, but in ingredients that work in harmony with the skin's biology to rebuild peace from within. Aloe vera and coconut oil together do exactly that. Aloe vera has been used in dermatology for decades as a botanical healer. It is rich in polysaccharides that bind water to the skin, vitamins that promote microcirculation, and trace minerals such as zinc that aid tissue recovery. Coconut oil complements these effects by providing essential fatty acids that strengthen the lipid barrier, reducing irritation and moisture loss overnight. When these two are combined, they form a natural emulsion that mirrors the skin's own protective layer, soothing inflammation while replenishing hydration where it's needed most. Women who introduce this nightly blend often notice changes within the first week. The skin feels cooler, smoother, and more comfortable to the touch, as if the surface has finally exhaled after a long day of stress. Fine lines appear softer, and the overall tone becomes more even because the microinflammation that dulls the skin has been calmed. Used consistently, this duo restores the skin's natural resilience, allowing it to withstand environmental shifts with grace. To prepare this restorative cream, place a teaspoon of pure aloe vera gel in your palm and add an equal portion of extra virgin coconut oil. Rub your hands gently until they blend into a soft, pearly texture, then press it onto your face, neck, and décolleté in slow circular motions. Let it absorb fully before sleep. The warmth of your skin will help the nutrients fuse deeply, creating a protective cocoon that lasts through the night. In the morning, simply rinse with lukewarm water and apply a light moisturizer if needed. If your skin tends to flush easily, you can store this blend in the refrigerator for a cooling effect that instantly reduces redness and puffiness. Avoid applying on open wounds or broken skin to prevent irritation. Over time, this ritual not only repairs the barrier, but also renews your relationship with your skin, reminding you that care and healing are one and the same. And with this final layer of nourishment, your nightly routine becomes complete. The skin is now hydrated, calm, and ready to greet each new morning with quiet confidence. Now that you understand how each formula serves the skin differently, it's time to bring them together into one gentle, structured rhythm. Mature skin responds beautifully to repetition, not force. The goal is not to do more, but to help the skin remember balance through consistent, mindful care. In the first week, begin slowly. Let your skin meet these ingredients one by one. Start with the peptide and aloe vera combinations alternating every other night. They will rebuild collagen, strengthen your barrier, and prepare your skin to receive deeper nourishment. Keep the applications light. Too much product can overwhelm the skin's ability to breathe. During this period, your only goal is comfort, a calm, hydrated surface that feels stronger each morning. During the second week, you can gently introduce stimulation and renewal. This is when the vitamin C and Snail Mucin blends fit best. Use them on separate evenings, allowing at least one night of rest between applications. These formulas energize fibroblasts, boost elasticity, and brighten tone, but they also need time to settle. If you experience mild tingling after vitamin C, that's normal. It signals active antioxidant work. However, if redness lasts beyond a few minutes, rinse with cool water and apply a thin layer of aloe vera to restore comfort. By the third week, your skin will be more resilient and ready for refinement. Introduce the turmeric and charcoal treatments once a week, each never on consecutive days. Turmeric helps balance pigmentation, while charcoal clears impurities that may block absorption of the other blends. After each of these, always follow with the aloe vera and coconut oil night cream to replenish lost moisture and strengthen the lipid barrier. Overuse won't accelerate results, patience will. If your skin is sensitive, patch test each new combination along the jawline first. Avoid direct sun exposure for at least 12 hours after using vitamin C or turmeric, and apply sunscreen daily, even on cloudy days. Those with rosacea, eczema, or extremely thin skin should reduce usage frequency and consult a dermatologist before starting any new topical blend. Remember to use clean utensils when preparing your mixtures and never share containers to prevent contamination. Store all oils and serums in a cool, shaded area to preserve their potency and aroma. It's best to discard any remaining product after 2 weeks, as natural formulas are less stable than commercial creams. With this rhythm, your skin enters a calm cycle of renewal, rebuilding early in the week, brightening midweek, and cleansing toward the weekend, always closing with nourishment and rest. Each phase mirrors the body's own healing process. Now that you've reached the end of the 3-week cycle, remember that every skin responds differently. These natural blends are meant to guide, not replace professional care. If you notice persistent irritation, redness, or discomfort, pause your routine and speak with your dermatologist. Your skin may simply need a slower rhythm or lighter touch. The goal has never been perfection, it's balance. When practiced gently, this routine becomes more than skincare. It's an act of mindfulness. Each step teaches your skin and yourself to soften, restore, and respond with calm strength. Because the most radiant glow after 50 doesn't come from what you add, it comes from how kindly you treat what's already yours. After 50, caring for your skin is no longer about reversing time, it's about understanding it. Each ingredient we've explored, from peptides to aloe, teaches your skin to remember its own intelligence, how to stay hydrated, resilient, and calm. True rejuvenation doesn't come from products alone, but from daily consistency, gentle nourishment, and self-respect. Be patient with your progress. The small rituals you build today, cleansing, massaging, breathing, moisturizing, will slowly teach your skin to respond with radiance and strength. Healing, after all, is not a miracle moment. It's a rhythm. Thank you for spending this time with me. If today's guide helped you, please subscribe and help me reach our first 20,000 subscribers. And in the comments, share where you're watching from. I'd love to see how far our women's wellness community has grown around the world.